lighten her up. But this is the original image of Queen Charlotte. What is the proof? That scholars, they go into our records daily in the libraries. They rewrite the records that our forefathers left behind to confirm that we are their descendant, black Hebrew Israelites, and whitewash all the pictures from God, from Jesus Christ, from the angels, from the original, from Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, from Jesus Christ. Now, if they whitewash the image of Jesus Christ, which is blasphemy, what we have to say to ourselves is, what other lies do they have out there concerning our forefathers? Because Christ was a major figure that they have tempted to whitewash. And a large population of this world are still brainwashed by the false image of Christ, being a so-called white man. Christ was a dark-skinned man. Revelation chapter 1, verse 13 and 14. Now, go back. As you look across, they did a number of King George III. Now, the book, The Last King Over America, show him an original picture of King George, a black man. Now, what did Alistair Smart do? He did a number. Alan Ramsey was a black painter. He did not paint a white man. He painted a dark-skinned man. But as you can see, you can clearly see all these are black men features. Focus on the head, the hair, woolly hair. Woolly hair. They lighten him up. Lips, very thick. Black men features. Thick lips. King George III, granted he was brown skinned. Thick lips, thick nose, big bright eyes. Go back again. And in this particular picture, he had been lightened up to deceive the mass of the people. But King George was a black Hebrew Israelite from the line of King David. We have the genealogy tree, and we have just shown that earlier. Cut. We are back on page 40, America's Last King. Let's scroll down and read a description of King George to clear it up even further, that he was a black man. His appearance was universally admired, meaning he was very handsome, a handsome black man. Although he had the prominent gray eyes, the generous nose, and full lip mouth, common to his Hanover predecessors, he was unlike them. Tall, well built, with fair skin. So common to King George Hanoverian predecessors, he was of a lighter shade than them. His predecessors were dark skin. That's what it's telling you. Fair skin, high coloring, and fine teeth. Then you know he was not super dark. In the ancient time, when they describe a person fair skinned, meaning he was light skinned, a lighter shade of a dark complexion. So that's the proof. Let's read it again. His appearance was universally admired, very handsome. Although he had the prominent gray eyes, the generous nose, and full lipped mouth common to his Hanoverian predecessors, he was unlike them. Tall, well built, with fair skin, high coloring, and fine teeth. He was a brown-skinned brother, not super dark. That's what it's telling. So the last king over America was a black king, a black queen, and we have proven the and sisters.
Shalom, my name is Priest Kakamba, and I'm going to continue to show you more pictures, records, proof, books, archaeological facts that we have gathered over a 30-year period. And I'm going to bring these records out so that our people can be aware of the fact that they did rule many parts of Europe and different parts of the world. The main part of Europe that I'm going to be concentrating on today is England. Show you all the Edward. Edward the First, Edward the Second, Edward the Third. Then I'm going to go to Richard the Lionheart, and I'll show you many more kings of England. King James, showing you that they're black. King James the First, showing you that they are black people. Now, when you go into these records, it's so many proof and facts that you'd be totally brainwashed not to see that your history, so-called black history, which is really the history of the Jews, which are black people, that is vast, and it's a history that it's infinite, because all this history came from the Most High, the direct history, and He gave it to His people. And His people are the Jews, which are so-called Negroes here in America, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, of Negro and Indian descent that located throughout North, Central, and South America, and all over the world. And these records, we are making it available to you so that you could go and look up this information yourself. And the priest Malak will just show you records on the Anglo-Saxons, which mean angels, sons of Isaac. And he showed you without the shadow of a doubt that they are black. So I'm going to take you into England and different parts of Europe and show you more proof and show you blacks, Jews in superior positions in Europe. So the first book I'm going to is going to show you that we were top judges. I'm going to show you, you're going to smile at this one, because this is proof and record, and it's right there, you can't miss it. When I show you this book called The British Monarchy. And a lot of information is in that book. So our people, the children of our people, you have to come back to this knowledge, to this record, the Bible, to get your true information. And all these records are coming from the four corners of the earth. And we're going to continue to give you proof. The Israeli Church and the Israeli Church of Universal Practical Knowledge is committed to truth. Because Christ says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And that's what we want our people to be free in their minds, because they have been held captive by the false knowledge, false philosophies that they have learned in this world. So I'm going to the book called The British Monarchy. Now, in this book called the Oxford, come up on the top of it, the Oxford Illustrated History of the British Monarchy. Okay, let's get the author at the bottom. By John Cannon and Ralph Griffiths. Now, let's get the front cover of the book now. Now, when you look at this book at the front, on the cover of the book, you see all white people, so-called white people. Okay, so you think in your mind that this book would be filled with white people all over it. No, that's not true. When you go into the book, that's why you have to study. When you go into the book, you're going to see a lot of information, just like this first page I'm going to go to in this book, the page 266. So let's go to page 266 in this book. Now, on page 266 it reads,